Last year's collapse of African Bank was a rude awakening for the financial sector. It underscored the need for effective mechanisms to deal with assets of failed banks and non-banking financial institutions. It's hoped the Banks Amendment Bill will bring about some change. The Banking Association of South Africa says it supports the key changes, such as the establishment of a bridge institution for the disposal of assets of failed financial institutions.
Any transfer of assets or liabilities should not require the consent of any interested party or creditor to be valid.
The changes are in line with reforms of the global financial system. Those international reforms were prompted by the collapse of financial services firm Lehman Brothers in the United States in 2008, but South Africa, for its part, remains a stable banking sector.
It is as a result of a regulatory environment that's informed by the global architecture that we are recognized to be the third most stable banking sector in the world.
A country report by the International Monetary Fund released in December has recommended that South Africa strengthen its crisis management for banks. While it commends the South African Reserve Bank's proactive monitoring systems, the IMF wants early intervention systems for troubled banks. The global lender does not want the taxpayer to carry the burden for these institutions.
In the case of African Bank, we can see how this provision may have applied to the disposal of Alarine Holdings, but if this disposal did not return African Bank automatically back to a viable entity in a reasonable period of time, then the curator would be forced to take the bank through a liquidation process.
Parliament hopes to finalize the amendments by the end of the year. Bulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.